Attention, chosen ones. Your light is a beacon in this world, but it's also a target. In the intricate dance of human interactions, not everyone moves with pure intentions. Today, we're shining a spotlight on 7 often overlooked signs that someone might be using you, draining your energy, and potentially derailing your spiritual mission. This isn't about fostering paranoia, it's about empowering you with awareness. By the end of this video, you'll have a sharper eye for detecting these subtle red flags, allowing you to make informed decisions about who you allow into your inner circle. My name is John, and welcome to the Chosen Ones Chronicles. This knowledge is essential, whether you're navigating personal relationships, professional environments, or spiritual communities. If you've ever felt inexplicably drained, doubted your own intuition, or struggled to maintain boundaries, this video is your roadmap to reclaiming your energy and safeguarding your gifts. 1. They only reach out when they need something. Chosen ones. Let's dive into the first and perhaps most common sign that someone might be using you. They only reach out when they need something. This behavior is as old as time, yet it can be particularly draining for those of us carrying the weight of spiritual gifts and heightened empathy. Picture this. Your phone lights up with a message from someone you haven't heard from in weeks, maybe even months. Suddenly, they're all warmth and friendliness, but as you read on, you realize there's a request, a favor, a need. It's a pattern you've seen before, yet your compassionate nature often leads you to respond, to help, to give. For chosen ones, this cycle can be especially taxing. Your innate desire to assist others, coupled with your unique abilities, makes you a beacon for those in need. But when the relationship becomes a one-way street of taking without giving, it's not just your time or resources being drained, it's your vital energy, the very essence that fuels your spiritual journey. Why does this happen? Often it's because your light, your energy, your gifts are so potent that others instinctively turn to you in times of crisis. They sense your strength, your wisdom, your connection to something greater. And while there's beauty in being a source of support, there's danger in becoming nothing more than a spiritual ATM for others. The key here is to recognize the pattern. Are there people in your life who only appear when they're in a bind? Do their messages always come with a request attached? Do you find yourself wondering if they'd reach out at all if they didn't need something from you? Recognizing this sign isn't about judging others or closing your heart. It's about discernment, a crucial skill for any chosen one. It's about understanding that true connections and genuine relationships involve reciprocity, care, and interest that extends beyond moments of need. By identifying these one-sided relationships, you're not just protecting yourself, you're also creating space for authentic connections that nurture and support your spirit. You're preserving your energy for those who see you for who you are, not just for what you can provide. Remember, chosen ones, your purpose is grand, your energy precious. While helping others is undoubtedly part of your path, it shouldn't come at the cost of your own well-being. Setting boundaries with those who only reach out in times of need isn't selfish, it's an act of self-preservation and ultimately self-love. 2. They downplay your achievements. As we journey deeper into the signs that someone might be using you, we encounter a particularly insidious behavior, the downplaying of your achievements. This sign is especially relevant for chosen ones, whose accomplishments often transcend the ordinary and venture into the realm of the extraordinary. Picture this scenario. You've just had a profound spiritual breakthrough, or perhaps you've used your gifts to help someone in a significant way. Excited, you share this news with someone you consider close. But instead of celebration, you're met with indifference or, worse, subtle dismissal. "Oh, that's nice," they might say, quickly changing the subject. Or they might downplay your achievement with comments like, "Well, anyone could do that if they tried." For chosen ones, this dismissal cuts deep. Your achievements aren't just personal victories, they're often milestones in your spiritual journey, steps toward fulfilling your higher purpose. When someone consistently minimizes these moments, it's not just disappointing, it's an attempt to dim your light. Why does this happen? Often it's rooted in the other person's insecurities or their inability to comprehend the depth of your experiences. Some may feel threatened by your growth, fearing that as you evolve, you'll outgrow them. Others might be so entrenched in their own worldview that they can't fathom the significance of your spiritual or intuitive achievements. Recognizing this sign is crucial for your continued growth and self-validation. When your accomplishments are repeatedly downplayed, it can lead to self-doubt, causing you to question the validity of your experiences or the importance of your gifts. This doubt can hinder your progress on your chosen path. Remember, chosen ones, your journey is unique. Your achievements, no matter how intangible they might seem to others, are real and significant. They deserve acknowledgement and celebration, if not from others, then certainly from yourself. 3. They drain your energy. Without reciprocation building on our understanding of how others might use you, we come to a sign that's particularly relevant for chosen ones: energy drainage without reciprocation. This sign goes beyond mere emotional or mental fatigue. It strikes at the core of your spiritual essence. As a chosen one, you're likely familiar with the concept of energy exchange. In healthy relationships, there's a flow. Sometimes you give, sometimes you receive. But with certain individuals, you might notice a constant one-sided drain on your energy reserves. These energy vampires, as they're often called, leave you feeling depleted after interactions. You might experience physical symptoms like fatigue or headaches, or emotional ones like feeling overwhelmed or anxious. The key here is the lack of reciprocation. While you're left drained, they seem energized, having fed off your spiritual vitality. This dynamic is particularly dangerous for chosen ones because of your natural inclination to help and heal. Your empathic nature and spiritual gifts make you more susceptible to these energy drains. You might find yourself unconsciously shielding others from negative energies or taking on their emotional burdens, all without realizing the toll it's taking on you. Recognizing this sign requires a heightened sense of self-awareness. Pay attention to how you feel after interactions. Do certain people leave you feeling consistently drained? Do you find yourself needing to recover after spending time with them? These are clear indicators of an unhealthy energy exchange. It's crucial to understand that protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's necessary. Your spiritual energy is the fuel for your higher purpose. Allowing it to be consistently drained without reciprocation not only affects your well-being, but can also hinder your ability to fulfill your role as a chosen one. Learning to set energetic boundaries is key. This might involve limiting time with energy vampires, practicing grounding and shielding techniques, or simply being more mindful of where and with whom you expend your energy. 4. They try to manipulate your gifts. As we delve deeper into the signs that someone might be using you, we encounter a particularly troubling behavior: the attempt to manipulate your gifts. This sign is especially pertinent for chosen ones, whose unique abilities often make them targets for those seeking to exploit spiritual or intuitive powers for personal gain. Imagine this scenario. Someone in your life, upon learning of your intuitive abilities or healing gifts, suddenly becomes intensely interested. But their interest isn't in your growth or well-being, it's in how your gifts can benefit them. They might pressure you to use your abilities on demand, perhaps to predict their future or solve their problems. Or they might try to leverage your spiritual insights for their own agenda, dismissing your boundaries or the sacred nature of your gifts. This manipulation can take many forms. It might be subtle, like guilt-tripping you when you're not able or willing to use your gifts on their behalf. Or it could be more overt, like attempting to monetize your abilities without your consent, or pushing you to share insights that you know are meant to be kept private. For chosen ones, this kind of manipulation is particularly dangerous. Your gifts are not party tricks or tools for others' convenience. They are sacred abilities meant to be used in alignment with your higher purpose. When someone tries to manipulate these gifts, they're not just disrespecting you, they're potentially interfering with your spiritual path. Recognizing this sign requires a strong sense of your own boundaries and the true purpose of your gifts. Are there people in your life who seem to value your abilities more than they value you as a person? Do you feel pressured to use your gifts in ways that make you uncomfortable? These are red flags that someone might be trying to manipulate your spiritual or intuitive abilities for their own ends. Remember, chosen ones, your gifts are a part of you, not a service you're obligated to provide on demand. Learning to protect your abilities from manipulation is crucial for your spiritual growth and the authentic expression of your purpose. 5. They are inconsistent in their support. Building on our exploration of how others might take advantage of chosen ones, we come to a sign that can be particularly hurtful: inconsistency in support. This behavior creates an emotional roller coaster that can leave you feeling confused, undervalued, and doubting your own worth. Imagine this. There are people in your life who seem to oscillate between being your biggest cheerleaders and your harshest critics. When things are going well, or when they need something from you, they're all praise and encouragement. But when you face challenges, or when supporting you requires effort on their part, they're suddenly distant, critical, or even dismissive. This inconsistency is especially impactful for chosen ones. Your journey often involves periods of intense growth, spiritual challenges, and moments where you need a steady support system. The unpredictable nature of fair-weather friends can be deeply destabilizing, potentially hindering your progress on your spiritual path. Why does this happen? Often it's because these individuals are more interested in what you can offer them than in genuinely supporting your journey. When your light is shining brightly and benefiting them, they're there to bask in it. But when you're navigating darker periods or challenges, they pull away. Recognizing this sign requires paying attention to patterns over time. Are there people in your life whose support seems to fluctuate based on their needs or your current status? Do you feel like you can't rely on certain individuals to be there for you consistently, especially during challenging times? For chosen ones, this inconsistency can be particularly harmful because of your heightened sensitivity and the intense nature of your spiritual journey. You need a support system that's steady and reliable, not one that wavers with the winds of convenience. 6. They take credit for your ideas or work. As we continue our journey through the signs that someone might be using you, we encounter a particularly frustrating behavior: the appropriation of your ideas or work. For chosen ones, whose insights and creations often stem from deep spiritual connections and intuitive wisdom, this can be especially disheartening. Imagine this scenario. You've had a profound spiritual insight or created something truly unique, born from your connection to higher realms. You share this with someone you trust, only to find later that they've presented it as their own idea. Perhaps they've used your intuitive guidance to solve a problem at work and taken all the credit, or maybe they've repurposed your spiritual insights without acknowledgement, passing them off as their own wisdom. This intellectual and spiritual theft is more than just annoying, it's a violation of your sacred connection to your gifts. For chosen ones, your ideas and work are often intimately tied to your spiritual purpose. When someone takes credit for these, they're not just stealing your words or concepts, they're attempting to co-opt a piece of your spiritual journey. Why does this happen? Often it's rooted in a combination of insecurity and opportunism. Some people, recognizing the power and uniqueness of your insights, may feel compelled to claim them as their own to elevate their status or to feel more spiritually advanced. Others might simply see an opportunity to benefit from your wisdom without putting in the spiritual work themselves. Recognizing this sign requires a keen awareness of your contributions and a willingness to stand firm in your truth. Have you noticed someone consistently presenting your ideas as their own? Do you find your unique spiritual insights being repeated by others without credit? These are clear indicators that someone might be taking advantage of your spiritual and intellectual property. For chosen ones, protecting your ideas and work isn't about ego. It's about honoring the sacred source of your insights and maintaining the integrity of your spiritual path. It's crucial to learn to assert ownership of your contributions firmly but compassionately, ensuring that your light shines in its true form. 7. They try to dim your light. As we reach our final sign, we confront perhaps the most fundamental way someone might try to use you, by attempting to dim your light. This sign encapsulates a range of behaviors, all aimed at suppressing your growth, undermining your confidence, and keeping you from fully embodying your role as a chosen one. Picture this. As you progress on your spiritual path, growing in confidence and power, you notice certain individuals in your life seeming uncomfortable with your evolution. They might make dismissive comments about your spiritual practices, roll their eyes at your insights, or actively discourage you from pursuing your calling. In more subtle cases, they might create drama or distractions that pull you away from your path, or consistently expose you to lower vibrational energies that cloud your clarity. For chosen ones, this attempt to dim your light is particularly dangerous. Your light, your spiritual essence, your unique gifts, your connection to higher realms is not just a part of you, it's the core of your being and purpose. Any attempt to diminish it is an attack on your very existence as a spiritual being. Why do people try to dim your light? Often it stems from their own fear and insecurity. Your growth and radiance might trigger their own unresolved issues or make them confront their own unlived potential. Some might fear losing you as you evolve, while others might be unconsciously threatened by the change you represent. Recognizing this sign requires a deep trust in your own path and purpose. Are there people in your life who seem resistant to your growth? Do you feel like you have to downplay your spirituality or gifts around certain individuals? Do some relationships seem to consistently pull you into lower vibrations? These are all indicators that someone might be trying to dim your light. For chosen ones, protecting your light is not just self-preservation, it's a sacred duty. Your light is meant to shine, to inspire, to heal, to guide. Learning to recognize and counter these attempts to dim it is crucial for fulfilling your higher purpose. Conclusion. As we conclude our exploration of these 7 signs, remember that awareness is your greatest ally. By recognizing these patterns, from the manipulation of your gifts to the attempts to dim your light, you empower yourself to create boundaries, nurture genuine relationships, and fully embrace your role as a chosen one. Your journey is unique and precious. Guard it fiercely, nurture it lovingly, and allow your light to shine in its full, undiminished glory. In doing so, you not only honor your own path, but also inspire others to embrace their own light, creating a ripple effect of awakening and transformation in the world around you. Don't let these situations dim your light. Your path is grand, and your energy is precious. Protecting yourself is crucial to moving forward. In the next video, we will explore in more depth how to shield yourself from these negative influences and strengthen your spiritual journey. Subscribe to the channel to receive more valuable insights and powerful strategies to protect your energy and develop your full potential. Leave a like if this video brought you clarity, and of course, share your experiences in the comments. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Together, we will illuminate our path and inspire others to do the same.